It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Coming up next.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, a fun matchup in the AFC East, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. At the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Allen going to go to the air right away. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And Knox is going to have the Bills first down up near the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Allen's throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that and continuing to let him throw the football.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Bills. Curtis Samuel from 19 yards away. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they liked, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in right around the goal line. Escaping a tackler at the 25. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
In motion, Hill. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Tua going to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Back deep to return is KJ Hamler. Pulled in at the 24. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, Cook. A strong running. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Allen now on 1st down. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Here's Allen. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Allen going to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 9. Allen to throw once more. Quick slant to Valdez-Scantling. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Allen off the play fake. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
To the air, Allen. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Davis will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Dolphins nothing.
That's right.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter, you get points on the board. There he goes, left side. Jalen Waddle, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 74 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, no, the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. KJ Hamler returning it. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3rd and 5. Allen now looks to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot, you just made my job a little tougher because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
A 53-yard attempt.
No good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up a great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And that one will go down in the books as just a 1-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. 2nd down and a yard. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. But plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That's the linebacker, Matt Milano, getting up and stopping him for a loss. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Tua. This is Smith to the ground. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run. Achane fights loose, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Achane once more. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Devon Achane taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Well, now how about this return? And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
On first down, Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, and that is incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Berrios. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And a pretty quick burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Now Achane on first and 10. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. Tua. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And that's on Austin Jackson, first-round pick in 2020. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
They run the counter with Cook. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Back now in Miami. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They fake the handoff, now Tua. This will be caught, it's Waddle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup. second and 4 at the 22-yard line.
Two are going to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And now another one thrown incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Sanders is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Hamler now to return it, taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that's because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's Allen. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he is caught. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Now Allen. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more. That is caught by Shakir. And he's got this down to the 35. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Here's 1st down. Here's Allen. 1st down. Here's the run with Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3. Allen. Can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bradley Chubb in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. To throw is Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Down to an knee goes Tua, and that should just about do it. That second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout of the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.